Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cheryl Technology Channel. My name is Chris, and I'm your host today, and I am back with another video on PopOS 2404 Cosmic. This is the beta version, but so far, the beta version is working better than most of the regular version, or the developed version. So, in this one, we're going to be looking at something very specific. I was looking into Docker, right? Y'all know this. I have been studying Docker now for a week. And, well, not really studying per se. I hadn't really dedicated a lot of time to it because yesterday, I normally study a lot on the weekends, but yesterday I was doing a yard sale. So I didn't get to study at all yesterday. So I really wanted to get into this today and show y'all exactly what is going on, what I like about this OS. Now, PopOS is developed by a company out of, I believe, Colorado Springs called System 76. So they're in my home state of Denver, or not Denver. Yeah, Denver's my state. Denver, y'all. Colorado, as they say it here. And in this company, they develop systems for computer systems. And let me just show you. So what they do is they are a company they make laptops, desktops, they make all kinds of stuff. And so I really now this is in a virtual machine, y'all, but you can see it's snappy and fast. So far it's been fast, man. And so they build their own desktops and laptops and stuff, and eventually I would like to get me one. Now they are pretty expensive, but they are handmade. Yeah, you can see, I mean, this isn't bad right here. 32 gig of RAM and NVMe, a 4.0. Dude, that thing's going to be so fast. I really wanted to look at this because eventually I would like to buy one of theirs so that I can have a desktop over there with two monitors so that I can do a lot of experimentation with. And so I use my desktop most of the time, but this is the plan. So anyway, I'm doing a video on this OS because I saw something very specific yesterday that caught my attention, and I wanted to show y'all this. So I just wanted to give you a little history on them. They're a very good company. I've talked to their support team, and they're very good. I really like them. And so they're the ones, it's built off of Debian, so they're developing this system, this OS, this distribution, because it's not yeah, y'all see something right here, don't you? Yeah, that's a later video. In this video, we're just going to be looking at kind of the way it's set up. One thing specifically that I like, I want to take y'all to the Cosmic App Store. So this is the app store that they have, their software center. And I watched a video a while back. So I was looking at Docker, right, in terms of how it's set up. And if you look at Docker in terms of how it's set up, Docker has the engine. They have the, here, let me pull up my little document here. I got a little document for this. So, they have the Docker client, the Docker host, the registry. So the client is the piece that sits on top of the host. Basically what I am finding is that Docker is cumbersome. So I was going to get Docker Desktop, right, for this OS because I'm running it on my little mini computer over there. And I'm running Endeavor OS on my Mac. Y'all saw the video on that the other day, or last week or week before, whatever it was, I did that. And so I was looking into this, and I said, you know what? I was looking into Podman, and I thought to myself, okay, Docker is good, but Podman is a lot more secure and it's better. Why would organizations? And it uses a lot of the same commands that Docker uses. So what I did was I went right here and I went like this. I typed in Docker and look what came up. I was like, I have no idea how to use Podman. We're going to install it. So Podman Desktop, that's the problem that I'm finding. This is the reason that most people will not use Linux, is because they're afraid of the command line, the terminal. They're afraid of it. And it's cumbersome to do that all the time. It's like you don't want to have a computer that you have to work on constantly. I mean, me, I don't care because that's what I like to do. But most people are not going to. They're not going to work on a computer all the time just to make it work. That's stupid, isn't it? This OS right here, dude, I'm telling you, this is like way better. Like this is an improvement on a different level. And I'm going to post this video to their channel. I want them to see this video because they have done an incredible job. That if I could leave the place I'm at now to go to System 76, I would leave. Now I know they don't pay as much as where I'm at now, but I like Linux so much that I would be willing to do that. And I love Linux, man. I love it. I love the learning piece of it. Something that I always find with Linux, and this is me, like, heavily pounding on it for the last week. What I'm learning is that there are dependencies, and these dependencies hate us. I'm not kidding. I have trouble with these stupid dependencies all the time, where I'll install something and it'll say, oh, well, you need this dependency. And I go, okay, install that. And then it says, oh, wait, no, you can't do that because, and I'm like, okay, well, how the frig do I fix it now? So that's kind of the problems that I'm running into, the things that I've seen. This, on the other hand, this OS so far has just worked. And so, as you can see, we're going to give them help. We're going to give Red Hat. We'll give them telemetry. I don't care. Okay, now, it says that it needs to, it requires configuration. We could not find Podman. Let's install. Okay, so let's stop right here. It installed the desktop side, the GUI side, the interface side. Now we have to install the back-end engine. So let's go next. Oh, no. Okay, now, oh, no. Is this the same thing? Oh, Arch Linux, Alpine, CentOS, Fedora. Where is our OpenSUSE, Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu? Would probably be this one right here. Yeah, this is it. Let's copy it. Let's go to our terminal. Now this might actually be, now you saw it was all built into the, the GUI, right? So it's all built in and it tells you exactly what to do. That is rare in Linux. Like I rarely see this. Look at that. Okay, so now, on a side note, once you have the engine installed, which Docker has an engine, so it's sudo apt install docker.io is the back-end engine. So then the engine is what controls everything. Now, let's scroll down. Let's see what we got here. FreeBSD, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to, okay, so we need to reboot this thing now. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, I like this part too. I'll do a more in-depth video on this because I really think that they have a lot of potential. I did say reboot, right? I'm pretty sure I clicked reboot. But what I'm finding is that PopOS they have come light years. And so I'm not going to get into the argument of Arch versus Debian because in reality, like I've said in the past, Arch versus Debian is not an argument. It is a preference. What do you like more? What suits your style more? What suits your abilities and your knowledge level, and which one can you work better with? That's what it amounts. It has nothing to do with whether Arch is better, because they're not. I'm sorry, Arch. Sorry. You can say that it is, but there's no proof that Arch can do better than Debian. There's no proof of that. I've used both, and I like both. And we're going to go to our applications by our little workspaces button right here, and we're going to go to Podman Desktop. And what I find, oh, make sure you get a cup of coffee. What I really like about this is here's our containers. Right, look at that. What I would like to, in the end, is I want to build containers that I can move around with an OS built into them. So, for instance, I thought about this the other day. I want it pre-built with an operating system. So, like Arch Linux or Endeavor OS or Linux Mint. That's my plan. That's what I really want to do someday. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know what the future holds, y'all. I really don't know a lot of things. But what I do know is that I am going to use this virtual machine to do all of this because I can use these machines over here that are running Ubuntu, not Ubuntu, dadgummit, PopOS. I want to be able to do things in such a way that it inspires you to want to learn. You saw how easy that was. I copied and pasted. And it was built right into the GUI. That's what I like. It's like, okay, if you got to do other things, build it into the GUI so that people know. Find your distribution and do it. How hard is that? That's the shortcomings of Linux, is that everything requires effort and work. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but in the long term, most people are not going to want to put forth that kind of effort. So I am going to, I believe, stop the video right there. I really hope y'all check this out because they have done a phenomenal job, man. I mean, phenomenal job. I am very impressed by what I've seen so far. And as I get more into this, I will let you know how well it runs and how good it does. And this is like a really good way. And I'll continue to do stuff on my Mac that I bought the few weeks ago. I'll continue to do videos on it because it's a great machine too. Eventually I would like to throw an NVMe or a full SSD in it. I don't have a 3 terabyte one like I said it now, but I think it's a great machine. So I really want y'all to take the time to look at this OS because run it in a virtual machine. Look, Workstation Pro is free for everybody right now for personal use. Why not go out and try it? Now you got to have quite a few resources to run it because it is resource heavy, but as long as you've got 4 gig of RAM to spare, I mean, it's running all of my, it's running my my recording software, it's running the virtual machine and Windows just fine. So you should be all right. Now, that's really what I wanted to say, y'all. That I've decided that I'm going to use Podman because, one, it's more secure. And there is a lot of people that are saying that it's more secure. There's got to be a reason. So I decided to go with Podman. I'm going to still do container videos, and I'm going to do them, but I want to do them in an environment that is forward thinking. Podman is new and it's forward thinking. It's more secure, and so that's the direction I want to go. And so that's what I'm going to do, everybody. Okay, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you don't know Jesus Christ as your Savior, I pray that you would reach out to me in the comments or send me an email at cheryltechnology@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to debate, talk, listen, or pray with you. Whichever you need, I will do. Everybody, thank y'all for watching. And until my next video, everybody, I love each and every one of you. 292 subscribers. We're getting there. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.